Come on, audio. Come on. Come on, audio. What is going on? Why is this not? Why did the audio not work? If anyone joins us, straight away about the audio. Straight away about the audio. Still 0-0, 5 minutes in. 0-0, 5 minutes in. DuPont's setting up for the box kick here. Anyone jumps on here, as soon as I see us get anyone on, I wanna find out if my audio is working. Check. Hey, somebody's here. Audio? Yes, no. Audio? Yes, no. Yes, no on the audio. It's big. It's big. Yes, you got it. You can hear me, Peasley? You can hear me? Yay? Yay. I hope you can hear me. Back in business. I think that means you can hear me, Peasley. Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Much appreciated. Whew, I don't know. That same thing happened with the morning one, so I ended up splitting. So like, there's good audio. I think I did the first and the second half separate because Grace told me the same thing. So the second half, I got to chat. So French line out. We are at 5. They got the penalty off of there. 5:55 into the first half. I always like to give the timestamps because then you watch this on the replay, you can match it up. But whew, goodness gracious, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to my IT person and figure out what the heck. Jolly Bear kicks it to touch. So England have conceded an average of 11 penalties per match. France have averaged just under 7. Okay, that's a significant difference. Like the difference in 4 penalties as far as the average goes is fairly significant here. Interested to see. So it's going to be a French line out here about 10 meters into the English half. Again, so to review, my pick is that France wins this. I always root against England because they're England. But I really do think this France team has been absolutely dominant until last week when, as is tradition, they pulled a France and just did not play well. Like they got just outclassed fully by Scotland. BLB is gone. Oh, the little chip through. Good gracious, that dude just turns up. Oh my goodness. Did that get mishand? I want to see the replay there. Wow. Man, he's like that guy. He just turns up and turns up. Same thing. Like they move the ball wide, little chip kick through. Looked like 27 caps, 26 tries. Like dude, just is always there. Ramos is gonna I'm calling Ramos is slotting this. Like the guy barely misses from anywhere on the pitch. That was a beautiful nudge. No, BLB just like great. Like he picked the ball up and sidestepped the defender at the same time. Like Morley is just like he's trying to cover that well, but like BLB beat him there and he picks it up and like cleans it up with his hand and sidesteps at the same time. Jeez, that dude is just world class. He is just a finisher. Crazy good instincts, crazy good burst, really great with the chip kicks and everything. Yeah, that was Ramos with the kick through. Beautiful, like perfect weight on that. Like the amount of distance he put on that was just right. Like it wasn't, he didn't smoke it through. I mean, if he could have nudged it hard through and went to touch or something. Instead, that was intentionally like he's trying to put them under pressure with that kick perfectly. All right. And of course, Ramos slots it. So we got France 7, England 0. Off the restart, basically the same as the initial starting kick, like DuPont with a box kick. Good take by Elliot Daly back there. All right. Francais, Le Bleu. 7. Gosh, that's an ugly looking 7. I am not a calligraphy artist. 7. That looks a little better. Okay. All right. England attacking down the left side now. England got to let this all. Oh, big hit on Maro Itoje. Wow. He just lined him up. Perfect example of from a defender standpoint, like if you're coming from the outside shoulder, that man's got to look in at the ball, and then if you time it right, you can just smoke him, absolutely smoke him. England does well; they retain it. They're still attacking here. They are getting close. We're about 10 meters out here for the English. Really, really good job from Itoje to hang on to that. Oh, hold on! I think we're going to be in on the corner. Yes, is that Roebuck? Yes, Roebuck in at the right corner. Wow, what an answer from England. All right, let's go. Game on. Les crunch. So Tom Roebuck goes in at the corner. That was a really good answer. Like I mentioned, Itoje got lit up. They hit him on a little tips line. Absolutely got lit up. Yeah, who made that assist right there? That is actually a really good. So he takes Finn Smith to Elliot Daly. Elliot Daly does a phenomenal job on there of getting to the outside. Yeah, Roebuck is huge. So many more wingers now. You think like him, like Tommy Freeman when he's like these are big, big, big dudes. It's much more traditional. Or you even see like Osborne for Ireland. Like these dudes are gigantic. Like especially with more and more high balls, you're seeing that like at most you'll get one like Cheslin Colby, like a little dude out there. And it's BLBRE kind of same thing, smaller guy. If you're seeing a back three, you don't see a back three with more than one little guy anymore. Like a lot of times you'll see back threes with like all three dudes are 6'3", 6'2" plus, and like big dudes. I think that I know the reason, because I've talked to a lot of these coaches. The reason is because there's so many high balls. There's so much competition in the air. They need big bodies. They need length. So England answer, kick was missed. So we got 5 to England. Oh gosh, we got it. This writing numbers and words backwards. I'm getting better at it, but right about as I get functional at it, the tournament's over. England 5, France 7. There we go. What's on there? What's on there? Referee said nothing, no advantage gained. He's going to talk to somebody about something. No, you do not see. You'll occasionally see that one odd winger who's a little dude. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a scrum there. That was off of a knock advantage there. You'll occasionally see like that one small winger who's just get like lightning in a bottle and crazy fast steps and who's a finisher. But like as many box kicks and high balls and those contested balls that you're seeing in international rugby, you just see everything airs towards the side of size with the players. Wow. Yeah. France has done a really good job. The announcers here are saying this and they're spot on. Like France have had a really good strike rate and they've been really good thus far at translating territory into points. So we're 12 minutes right now. France has a scrum inside the English 22. Yeah, we're getting warm. It's time to bring the old bald head out. Time to take the stags off. We got to watch this first phase though. Okay, out the back. Jolly Bear with the kick. Oh, BLBRE is going to go in again. Two little grubber chip kicks to BLBRE. 2 tries. Wow. Absolutely money. Jolly Bear with that little left-footed. I got to see. I think he's right-footed naturally. That shows, again, I've said this in a previous one. If you can kick off of both feet, it really helps. It's a great read too, because there's a blitzing defender, and like he puts that kick in right between that. That is fantastic from Jolly Bear. Absolutely fantastic. BLBRE, it sits up really nice. My goodness, dude, he just scores so many tries. Wow, what a start. 13 minutes. We're just 13 minutes in. 12-5 conversion to come. I'd be shocked if Ramos misses this. He's so good. Wow. Game on. Yeah, Ramos slots it. Like, dude he's automatic. Absolutely automatic. Yeah, they're replaying this. Jolly Bear, just like phenomenal. He's got Roebuck blitzing on his outside, and he's got his primary defender here, and he puts that right in. That's actually the first one we can draw up. If he can't kick off his left foot, this can't happen. Restart's going to come. But like you've got BLBRE out here, all right? You've got Jolly Bear with the ball here. He's got his primary defender on him here, and he's got Roebuck coming up here. He can't come back to his inside leg. He's got to, like, this defender's like up at his level, basically. He can only make this kick with his left foot, and he does, and he finds BLB around there. Again, young players, we're always going to have a dominant foot, but if you can it might take years to actually develop it before you use it in a game, but that 1 out of 100 time where you have to use your opposite foot, it's absolute money. I remember I learned to kick with my left foot. I spent years working on kicking with my left foot, never used it in a game. And then one time, sure enough, I'm like covering like a big kick over the top. I'm coming here. I'm right footed. I've got 2 defenders chasing in on me. I've got a sideline right here. Like I literally, the only thing I could do, like kick off my right foot, would be just like chip kick it out of bounds. And instead, but off my left foot. So I've got all this pressure coming at me here. England are back in the 2 again here. All this pressure coming. And the only thing I could do is off the left foot. And like without even thinking about it, I just hammer the ball with my left foot and pick up like 40 or 50 meters with it. It was one of those things that like I developed it. I'd work on it. I'm not a great kicker at all. I never have been. I didn't grow up playing kicking sports. So I'm very self-taught at it. And it was a thing that I just repped for several years, just kicking to myself, kicking into a net, doing all sorts of things. And then I just pulled it out in a game without even thinking about it. And it was massive because like the alternative was I get tackled out of bounds or I get charged down or I just kick the ball out of bounds and we lose all this territory. But instead, I could kick off my left foot that one time I needed it. And I've done it probably since then. That was 15 years ago. I probably kicked left-footed in a game maybe like a half dozen times ever. It's like a once every two or three years thing, but it's these very specific situations where the pressure is, I can't kick off my right foot without being charged down, without it just won't work in certain situations with the positioning of the defenders. If I've got that weak foot and I can kick off of that weak foot in those situations, changes everything. Well, big obstruction penalty there. That's England. We're knocking on the door there within the 22. France get the obstruction penalty. That's a big call. That's a big save. Get out of jail here for the French. So a lot of attacking rugby thus far. We are 16 minutes in. A lot of attacking rugby going on. All right. Whew, we can take this off now. Yeah, I'm getting hot. I'm getting warm. Things are heating up. This has been hot from the get-go. All right, French line out. They maul. They are just behind their own 10-meter line here. So let's see what France can do with it. France is up 14-5. Again, that's a 2-score game. I always like to think in margins. So the number of points is relevant, but what really matters, you think, is the difference between 6 points and 8 points is absolutely massive because 6 points or 5 points, you can try and conversion, you're up ahead. 8 points, they have to score twice. So the difference between a 1-score game and a 2-score game is massive. At this point in the match, less relevant, not as big of a deal, but I always, as a coach, as a player, I think in those margins. I think like how many scores would the opposition have to make to get he's calling an obstruction on that as well. Okay, same thing. Now an obstruction against France. So that's interesting. They're running like a really tight little blockers line here, and he's saying I was going to say that's almost. I think that's very similar to what you saw called before. So yeah, interesting. So. With that here, you've got Ruck here, player running a line. He's so tight with that he's coming right behind him. He's saying that he's blocking off a defender. Like I have to watch the replay. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if I agree with that because it looks like Atoje just commits to him. Yeah. I don't know. You see a lot. I feel like that's something that they've allowed for a long time, but kind of like losing the feet, sealing off. We saw the other week several sealing off calls and that's not something that I feel like you see very often at the international level. But fair enough. You always have to play the referee. I think it's one of the really unique things about rugby. Some people, it drives them nuts that like, it changes so much, or like this ref, how he refs the breakdown or the scrum is so different from this referee. I find it interesting. The ref is part. Oh, the kick through. I think England just got to try on a little chip through. Oh my goodness! Wow! What friggin' action right here! Let's go. I want to see the replay. That was a bit of a mess. England were knocking on the door, and little short side look. That's a great chip kick through. Yeah, Adesagba just mishandles that. Yeah, no, that's the right call. Adesagba he's trying to like ground it and stuff, and he just mishandles it. Who ends up getting that? It's Murley. That's the other winger. Okay, so both wingers for England have scored tries, and then BLB Ari's got 2. This is also, again, touchline conversion coming here. This is big. Wow, what a game. Right into it. We're at 19 minutes right now. We got Finn Smith kicking from the left touchline for the conversion. This is phenomenal. A lot of interesting little grubber kicks and chip Oh, just wide right, just wide right on the conversion. So England 10, France 14. We need to update this. So much is going on here. Haven't even updated the scoreboard. Jeez. Wow. So France 14, England 10. Let's go. Excitement galore. England 10, France 4. Oh, we got to do this the right way. 14. Here we go. Okay. England 10, France 14. Yep, pretty much. Let's get that where it's visible. Can we see? We can see England. There we go. There we go. Whew. Box kick coming. Oh, got to do the spotted cow. I say they're our sponsor. It's not a sponsor. It's just only in Wisconsin. I love spotted cow. It's so good. Okay, we're just over 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 5 seconds into the first half. We're a quarter of the way through this match, and this thing is going phenomenal. This is absolutely back and forth electric. France have held the lead the whole time, but England, they give one up, they get one back. They give one up, they get one back. The only difference is the 2 conversions. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, France attacking about 10 meters outside of the English 22. Tight. Oh, there we go. Adesogba down the right touchline. Good transfers. Oh, Benner almost dragged him out. Good job from Adesogba to keep the ball in bounds there. Jalibert hits a forward. You saw this from Ireland as well. And France they're blitzing. They're blitzing Jalibert a lot. So they've got the primary defender, and then they're blitzing the man just to the outside of him as well. So trying to cut off like him doing anything at the line. But you look at good offload by Olivan. You saw this with Ireland. You're seeing this with France too. They're liking to give a lot of flat options at the gain line. It's really effective for fixing extra defenders. So France are about 15 meters out. Little tips ball to Olivan. We'll pick and go. Pop back off the ground to Dupont. Back to Jalibert. Jalibert with the little chip kick. Little chip kick. Oh, what's the call there? Did Jalibert get the try there? Oh. Jalibert got his own chip kick. Holly Davidson's right there. Murley missed. It looks like Murley missed it, and Jalibert just his own chip kick came up with it. Yeah, they're going to review this. I want to see this. Initial signal, I think, is try to Jalibert. So chip kick Jalibert. Great chase. Murley, there's the one bounce. He can't get it on the fly. He's got it. Jalibert, that's going to be a try, I think. I think that's going to be a try. Wow. Murley's like got one arm extended and trying to drag it in, and Jalibert just like takes it from him. Oh, but maybe is Murley's arm under it? A different angle looks a little different. This is going to be an interesting call. Tough one to deal with for Murley. The ball bounces weird, and he keep my marker. Yeah, spot on, Peasley. You're not wrong there, dude. What's the call going to be? I'm really interested to see, because it does. At first, it looked like definitely like he just picked it and he got it. Then the opposite angle, you sort of see, yeah, it looks like Murley still had an arm on it, in which case it's going to be, I think, a 5-meter scrum to France. Both players are in possession of the ball. Yeah, I think they got this right. Advantage for offside. So, okay, so no, they're saying held up or grounded. No try grounding the ball. So we had an advantage being played. Okay. Interesting. Back to the offside. What did France do here? Let's see what the mark is for this penalty. Let's see what they decide. I've talked a lot about they're going to go. I was going to say turning it from a 4 to like a converted try score margin. It makes sense to me. I've been surprised with how much some of these teams have been turning down like very kickable penalties and wanting to go for the try, wanting to kick it into the corner and take the line out. In a lot of cases, it's been pretty successful, to be fair. But this is an absolute chip shot for Ramos. This is the right call as far as I'm concerned. Turn it from even an unconverted try would put them up. So like maybe they kick to the corner, maybe they do, maybe they don't, whatever. Instead, like you're up by a converted try. That makes sense to me as far as how I would coach this or what I would want my playmakers and my captains to decide to do on the pitch. Good call by the referee and crew to get that no try called. Again, I thought the first replay, it looked like a try. The opposite angle, you can see that, yeah, Ramos slots it right through. You see the opposite angle, and you can see that Murley, he still has hand on the ball. Like Ramos kind of picks it. My streamer videos behind you. I got the peacock going on right now. I'm at 22:45 right now. So that's where we're at. I don't know. Maybe. I don't doubt it. This here shred. I got to keep this marker ready though, Peasley. Good gracious. So 17 to France. Gosh, that looks. Yeah, that's ugly. English penalty. Penalty to England. $17. Oh, that's much more pretty. That's much more pretty. All right, so England penalty right around midfield. They're kicking it into the corner. Doesn't have a good angle on that, and so that's going to be just outside. Yeah. What goes on here? What was the call as far as? Oh, I think they called the French player just diving over it. That's fair enough. I never saw the signal on that. Okay, so English line out just outside the 22. Now, good on the refereeing team to get that right. Like I said, the if you looked at that from one angle, looked like a try. Looked like he just picked his pocket. You see the other angle, and you realize Murley's still like he's got an arm on the ball. He never gave possession away. The right call. France get 3 out of it. Oh, yeah. He's telling the French tight head, hey, you got to go around this maul. England's got a nice little maul rolling. They turn it. It turns left. It's still cooking. We've got a penalty advantage. Okay, now what do England do with this penalty advantage? Let's go. Nope, they lose it. We'll be back for the penalty. Ben Earl, what happened to Ben Earl? He got hit in the head. Oh, he's bleeding good. Ooh, Ben Earl. Oof. Got the catch up. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to get strapped up there. Maybe a stitch. Wow. Yeah, Ben Earl has got a split head. We're gonna see how that goes. Time is stopped. It is 24:41. Yeah, Ben Earl's got blood all over his face. This is a really good maul from the English, and they do a really nice job of pivoting the point of attack on it. Geez, I feel like they should have kept going with it, to be honest. As soon as they got advantage, they wanted to play around with it. That's often the right move. Oh, yeah, Ben Earl gets just an accidental knee to the forehead. So he's falling down. He gets the next phase off of that maul when they have advantage. As he's falling down, he just accidentally gets clipped. You're at 24 and change. I'm at 24:41 right now, so I don't know. You can watch it live, and then you can listen to my stupid take on it a minute and a half later. I don't know. I blame Peacock. They got to show me the ads and stuff, and then there I am. Yeah, Ben Earl, he's just getting taped. So we're just coming back, man. That was a good little gash he had. Good little gash. Good on the training staff. They get him cleaned up nice. All right, so England, what are we gonna have? They're gonna kick this into the corner. Yep. So it's gonna be a 5-meter line out here from England. 24:45. Are they going to look to maul this? Yeah, I would think so. I would think this is going to be a maul look for England. Jamie George at the back. They're bringing the men out of the line out. But this is it's moving forward, but just barely. They want to pivot. They're pivoting leftward. Man, this is really well taken. Like France has done a great job of keeping this, but England still have the ball. Jamie George is just cooking in there. They need to move this back. They're going. It's right by the line. Oh, what a cluster. This is a huge cluster. Okay, no, ball's still there. Ball's still there. We're like a meter out. Are the French going to hold that up? They should try. He's not going to. He chops his hand. Wow. Okay. So England are about 2-3 meters out. Itoje goes for the pick and go. That was a really good maul. Guy Pepper through? No, that's Chesham. Let's go. Okay. Wow. Try. Penalty. Try to England. Wow. game. What a game. Love it. Ollie Chessum. Man, 26:05 right now. This was a really good maul. France did a heck of a job because England sends like the house in there. They bring everyone in on this maul. Great little dart and dive from Ollie Chessum. Well-deserved try. So Finn Smith, he's missed 2 conversions. To be fair, they've both been like touch lines. This is just inside the 15. This is much more makeable. This is a big one. This would tie it. Again, we're not that far into this game, but yeah, fun game is right, Peasley. Yep, Finn Smith knocks it through. Tie game, 17-17. Let's go. Let's go. Just a great dart from Chessum. Like 1.5 meters, 2 meters out. He just shows a little outside and he just gets inside that defender. It's a simple game. It's a simple game, not necessarily easy, but it's simple. Move forward, score more points than the other. All right, England take the restart. Look like Ben Spencer's setting up for a box kick here out of his own 22. He hoofs it. Is this going for touch or nope? That's in play. Ramos takes it just on the English side of midfield. Hit up. DuPont's going to play a forward pod. Olivan. Yeah, DuPont's looking to draw a lot when he passes. He consistently does it. Jalibert puts the high ball in. Elliot Daly knocks it forward. Okay, so we're going to have a scrum here. Yeah, again, I've been talking about this a lot during this tournament. The high balls. There's so many high balls in the modern international game now. A lot of them are box kicks, but you see them off the first receiver as well. A lot of the times they're looking to put these big high balls in and pressure. Like it's essentially a 50-50 ball. Especially that's why we have such big back threes, as we were talking about earlier in this match. There's so many high balls. There's so many like absolute 50-50 contested balls. And even then you generate so many knock-ons. Even if you don't come down with it, there's pressure. There's so much opportunity to make a handling error from your opponent. Oh, we got stoppage again. They're checking somebody's ribs or something right there. We're stopped at 28:08. We're doing the check. Check him. Give him the rub down. Give him the rub down. Go, Joe. Hey, what's up, Emily? Hey, thanks again for taking care of the baby the other weekend and letting me play rugby out down there in lacrosse. That was awesome. I really appreciate it. Jamie George is smiling about something. 17-17. We have 3 tries from England. France have 2 tries, but both converted and a penalty. So game on. French scrum here. How far out are they? I think they're just a little bit outside the English 22 here. Back to the high balls again. What they're usually looking to do, a lot of times these high balls are coming from, they're between the 22s, but a lot of times even at midfield and stuff, and these teams are looking to drop that ball just in front of the 22. They don't want the receiving team to be able to call the mark and get the free kick off of it. They're looking it to be an immediate pressure ball. DuPont looks right, goes left. Oh, great steps. Was that Jalibert? Oh, offloads though. Offloads in the tackle. England comes up with it. Yeah, really good step from Jalibert. And then he just offloads it to, I think he like offloaded it backwards to an English player. All right, yeah, and Spencer's setting up for the box kick. So just inside the English 22, it looks like Ben Spencer's going to box kick this. Going to touch with this one. Yep, that makes sense. Like let this calm, let this settle. And we are at for time 29:15 into the first half right there. Wow, this is such good. Like Jalibert steps 2 guys. Oh, great job. It was a Itoje. So he was looking like Olivan was coming off the back of the scrum at number 8. He steps 2 and then he goes to offload. Itoje just does a great job getting out and getting in there and just getting in the way of that offload. Great work from Maro Itoje, the English captain. All right, French line out here. That go to touch? Nope, they saved that before touch. Biel Biarri kicks the crap out of that ball way downfield. High ball, not contestable though. Roebuck takes it up. Roebuck to Ben Earl. Yep. Okay, England are getting close to half. Who's there out in the Tommy Freeman out in the 13? Oh, good dummy and go from Freeman. Offloads off the deck. Teammate wasn't ready for it. Knock on. Gonna be oh, that was really good. You could see he had a lot of time to get going downhill, and it's really good footwork from Tommy Freeman. Maybe just not the right decision to make that offload off the ground. I think his teammates just weren't ready for it. Yeah, he gets inside. It's great work. He's got a slower player to the inside. He just holds him enough, just gives the little inside step, and then gets to his outside shoulder. Just probably should have kept that one in. Okay, so it's going to be a French scrum here. This is well inside their own half. They're about between 30 and 5 meters out from their own defending line. So yes. Post-contact meters. England, meters made. Significantly more. England have definitely, the last 10 minutes or so of this game, it's been a little back and forth. France scored first. England matches. France score, matches. France penalty. The last 10 minutes, you can see England are pushing this, and they're getting a little bit of a toehold. It's a tie game at 17-17. But if you think France, I would say, had the momentum that first 10 minutes or so, I would say that has flipped very much so. Oh, we're resetting the scrum. We're at 31:30 right now on the clock. So 31:33 right now. Going to have a reset of this scrum. Let's go. So this is in the Stade de France. Again, if France wins this game, they are Six Nations champions. Transition from high kicks into straightaway attacking play. Yeah. I'm always watching the commentary, like I'm seeing the captioning. And there's oftentimes interesting observations in there. Again, I can't play the audio. I cannot show the match itself because they'll ping me, copyright, et cetera. Peacock pays a lot for the rights to this. Oh, pressure from the English scrum. Oh, good pick by Olivon. Nope. Yeah, they got this. Olivon tried to pick that and clean it up, but he called the penalty first. Probably a good call. You could see the pressure come through. Looks like it came through the tight head side from England. Yeah, we got some pushing and shoving there too. That's a big scrum from England. Big scrum. You look, I think this is under talked about it at international rugby. Jamie George is a big unit at hooker. He's not the most mobile guy, but he does his job very well. Great line out thrower, great at the back of a maul, but that extra little beef up in the front row, I think, especially as like hooking itself has kind of been taken out of the game by how they allow them to feed so much. So like the actual strike at the ball from the hookers is not such a big thing. I feel like it's become much more like having a beefier hooker just gives you that much more pressure up front, that much more push you can get on. England getting big push, lots of pressure through there. That's a big penalty for them. They kick to the corner again. So we're gonna see if France can stiffen up here, because England, like I said, the last 10-12 minutes of this game, they've grabbed some serious momentum. England line out, they're going maul off of it. Okay, we got Guy Pepper back there. Back to Jamie George. France, yep. Yeah, I was going to say France dragged that down. So we're going to play advantage to England. They're inside the French 22. Playing advantage. Spencer goes back short side. He's hitting a winger. Oh, I think we got a try there. Yeah. There's a really good change of direction from Spencer, the scrum half. I think he hits his winger on the left side, and the winger does a great job. He goes back inside, hits his lock. Who's that who got the try there? I don't remember who our locks were for England. Who's the other one of Atoje? So Freeman gets gain line. Good first phase from Freeman. Yeah, there's all these options. That was even a forward. That was one of the that was Chesham. That was a forward to forward. So back by where the lineout took place, like where that maul took place, the forwards hung out. And you can see this is a thing I've talked about. We saw this from Ireland this morning. So 22 to England, 17 to France. We'll talk about this quick. Let's see if Finn Smith can make this. Let's go. Oh, it fell off the tee. He's short on time. He's going to drop kick it. Oh, drop kicks it right through, slots it. The ball fell off the tee. He goes up to grab it. He's getting all the French players are chasing him, so he's got to go quick. Just drop kicks it and absolutely slots it. What a play. That's good ball movement. That final pass there from Ollie Chesham was actually really nice. We're going to talk about all the options they're given. First, we'll update the scoreboard, but man, this game just keeps going. They're keeping me busy here. Restart's already happened. We got England at 24. All right, France at 17. We are 35 minutes and 20 seconds in right now. England have really grabbed a hold of this game here in the last 15 minutes. Let's see if France can get one back here before halftime. Still a lot of rugby to play. 4.5 to go in the half. Okay, always got to do this. Always got to like think through how do I write numbers backwards. 24. 24. Does that look okay? Yeah, it looks functional. All right. Well, the next time the ball goes dead, we'll talk about all those options. Okay, high ball. France come back with it. No. Oh, I disagree with that. I feel like there was an offside man played that, but England come up with it. They kick it back through. France in their 22. Good chase. Good chase from England. Oh, they look back short side. Good scramble defense from England. Wow, man, this game is being played with pace. Yeah, kick is right, man. This is the drop kick. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Just like, oh no, hurry, bang, and just like slots it. DuPont smashes that one downfield. Elliot Daly looks like he's going to put a high ball up. Yep, man, this game is like 100 miles a minute. This is awesome. What's the call? We got an offsides call. Offsides call. Where is it going to be? Offsides against France. Yeah, okay. So this is a super kickable penalty for England. I would think Itoje is going to take the points here. So you can see on that last try from England. So they have a line out back here. Maul happens, yada, yada. So you've got all these forwards just hanging back here. Phase happens. Tommy Freeman does a good job of getting gain line out here. So we've got a ruck right over here. So let's say this is a ruck. Yeah, they're going to go for points. Good decision. Make it a 10-point game. Very kickable penalty. Now as they come back, there are so many options for this next phase coming back here. Spencer does a good job. So we ball goes away from the maul. They get gain line over here back towards midfield. And Spencer does a great job. He looks back and he's just like, there is more than this. I mean, there's more options. I want to say he had like 6 options or something. And they're all in a position where anyone could get the ball at any point. And so, if you notice with the French defense, like you have to defend like the inside first. Okay, so they're here, and then the pass goes all the way over to this wing, which was actually a forward. Hold on, Finn Smith here with this kick. We're at 37:55. Should be money. Yep, slots it. 38 minutes. England up by 10. Wow, what a swing right there. All of these options. So the defense, of course, they need to respect like near the ball first. And then this wide pass goes, okay, as long as that pass gets here quick enough, Pollock's on. Okay, somebody hurt. Pollock is on. All right, that's rapid. I'm wondering if that's an injury. You've seen more and more first half subs in this Six Nations. Now all of a sudden this defense is scrambling hard this way. And this is Ollie Chessum here. Does a great job just hitting one of his locks coming back this way. Like, it was phenomenal. But again, like, look at all these flat options. We always talk about in rugby, you want to have depth. You want enough depth. Or oftentimes, like that second, third receiver, yeah, you want depth from them. But if you're one pass away, honestly, you don't want to be that deep, because as soon as the ball gets to you, you'd like to be like catching and being right through the gap versus catching and you're still 10 meters of depth. And now, okay, well, now he's got angle. Now he can still tackle me. So we're at 39:08. So 1 minute left. France just got a penalty and they just kicked it in. So France is going to have an opportunity inside the English 22. But again, you saw this big time in that first morning game. Ireland in attack had so many options, sometimes off their 9, sometimes off of their 10, so many different options that they hold the midfield so effectively. And then you can create an edge, you can loop a man around, you can do a little blockers line with there, and you'll find an edge. DuPont with the dart. Whew, wow. Man, this game this is living up to its billing. France get a try here. We're in good shape. They do have a penalty advantage. Okay, they're about 12, 15 meters out from the English try line. They're going to play with this advantage here. And I think this penalty is pretty much is in good position as far as the stick. So we'll see what they decide. Oh man, DuPont bundled by Jamie George. Okay, we're back for the convert. Yep, it's an offsides penalty against England. So let's see what France decide to do with this. Interesting decision we have here for the French. Nope, they're going to kick this into the corner. No hesitation from Jolly Bear. This is a big call because, yeah, they get a try. This is phenomenal. They don't. That's like a free 3 points. They could have made this a one-score game right before halftime. They're going for the 5-pointer here. To be honest, with Ramos as your kicker, a 5-pointer is almost certainly a 7-pointer as well. So French line out, 5 meters from the English line, last play of the first half. Here we go. The game clock is at 40:55 right now. So we are 1 minute into stoppage time. France go middle of the line out. They got them all. It's going. It goes to deck. They've got a penalty advantage here. Okay. DuPont's digging. So France are going to have this advantage to play, and then they'll get another play with that penalty, even if they don't score a try here. Let's see. What are you going to do? What are we going to do? Let's go. Okay. France about 4 meters out. Oh, they send him. Nope, knocked on. Okay, so we're going to come back for the penalty. Wow, let's go. I would think France are going to kick this again and take another line out here. What is the penalty? Can we get I'm guessing it's going to be an offsides or something with the maul there. Interested to see he's going to go. We're going up here. I'm wondering if there's a look for like some sort of foul play or something. Coming up to you if there is a cynical action. Oh, they might want to call this a penalty try. Okay, so they're saying, I think what they're looking at is, did England commit a penalty that prevented France from scoring a try? Ellis Genge, I think there might have been. Oh, he just pulls that right down. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to see. This is going to be a really close call. Like, did that prevent a try or not? Ellis Genge definitely takes them all down. Like, absolutely. Wow, this could be they're going to look at this for a while, I think, because this could end up being a penalty try. I'm interested to see what the call is here. I mean, Genge clearly, Pollock is still there, but to him and Pollock just tackle it, like both of them kind of. Like I'm going to be honest, I think. Wow, he's brought that right down. Yeah, wow, this is going to they're watching it all the way from the start. Okay, line out rolls. Like France have massive momentum. Genge grabs a guy by like around the neck, and him and Pollock basically just tackle a couple French players as I think they would have come right across. I could see this being a penalty try. I'm really interested what the final one is. There is space. Next we have a look on this. It's not this angle. Yeah, and wow. Let's see. I'm okay with this saying we have a decision. I'm going to come back. Now, Nico. The setup is good. More. It's got to be a card. It's got to be a card for someone. Yep. Number 1, Genge. Yep. Right before the goal line. That's a yellow card. And it's a penalty try. Yep. Penalty try to France. Woof. Excellent decision from the French to not take the penalty before touch. So now they're going to have a man advantage. Ellis Genge is gone for the first 10 minutes of the second half. That's a big one. That's a big penalty try as the last play of the half. I think the referees got that right there ultimately. Like Genge in particular, but even Pollock as well. Like they basically just tackled like France, the line out, they had momentum. They kind of broke away from the English part of the line out. It was just Ellis, Genge, and Pollock are the only ones there. And Genge just like grabs and tackles a dude. Pollock basically tackles a dude. I think that's the right call with that being a penalty try. Whew, what a half. England are up 3. France still, they get the penalty try right before half. So 27-24. Wow. And again, I'm just falling behind on the scoreboard right here because it's been back and forth. It's like every few minutes, like another try is being scored or something. So England 27. It's okay. That's a crooked 7. Yeah, it's a crooked 7. Can't even draw right angles here. 27. That looks all right. France 24. France 24. Okay, good enough. You can see it. Wow. Man, nonstop. Absolutely nonstop first half. Everything you want to see basically out of a deciding game like this. Like I don't know if I could ask for anything more out of that first half. 50 points scored? 51 points scored. You've got these two historic rivals, France versus England. England, 3-game losing streak. France was totally in control of this entire tournament until they pulled to France and just got completely outclassed by Scotland last week. Like everything to play for. 40 more minutes is going to determine this tournament. Wow. Whew. Wow. Just, I got to have a spotted cow here. Got to take a break. Woo. Got advertising. Got Progressive on right now. I'm trying to think of anything else I'm seeing. So you're seeing, I noticed in the Ireland game, it seemed to me that Ireland tweaked like the classic Irish look is they have a really tight like triangle pod. And I thought with a couple of their tries in the first half, the first try of the game for Ireland, and then the third try, so that would have been in the first half as well to take it to 19. It seemed like they were playing much wider and flatter. And again, that speaks to what I pointed out here about the English one. You see all of these flat options, and they're all one pass away. So again, that's going to hold your midfield. You can't ultimately, if defensively, you've got to guard, like defend ball first. So they're all offsides actually right now, if we're being honest about it. But the ball takes the most amount of time to go to the furthest away guy. So defensively, we've got to stay. But if every single one of these guys could take the ball like on the next pass, it makes sense. Like this entire midfield defense is gonna be held. If you go back to that Ireland Scotland game, that first Irish try, absolutely magical, and then that third Irish try there, which was still before halftime. Their use of that flat line where they give either their 9 or their 10, like 4 or 5 flat attacking options, but there's just enough differentiation. They're not just dead flat in the line to where they're cutting each other off. Every single one of those players in that line could get the ball on the next pass, and consequently, it holds the midfield defense so well. So I want to talk about the maul stuff again, because we saw this in Dan Sheehan had a great try in that first. Oh, hold on, they're replaying these. So we had all these tries from the little grubber kicks early, like BLBRE with 2 of them in the first half. Like I think he's going to finish as his top try scorer in this tournament. Like he just has insane instincts. We'll talk Maul again. England and attacker. Yeah, I agree with you right now, Paul Coleman. Thanks to like the England, like the last 15 minutes of that half, absolutely like just put it on them. I don't know if France thought that they could take that easy and cruise, but England absolutely like that's like they've showed like serious intent and grit for the first time in a while, and just you kind of watch that momentum swing. I think that was the right call on the penalty try before halftime, but the intent from England in the second half of that first half is really phenomenal. That's what I've been looking to see out of England for the previous two weeks. You know, you figure they lose the second game of the tournament, and it's like, okay, well, I think they're going to bounce back, and they didn't. And then it's like, okay, I think they're going to come right, and they didn't. But then, and with the loss to Italy, the grit they've shown and the intent they've shown there in the second, like from about minute 20 till right about at the end. And, France does get the penalty try at the end, but the intent from that English attack really has looked good. And it's the best England's looked just about all tournament there, that 20 minutes. So, yeah, going to talk Maul. Like I said, I think I agree in watching the replay. I think I agree with the penalty try call at the end, but this also speaks to, you see, a Maul is such a dynamic thing. So I'm going to make these as this is going to be like the center of the Maul. So it's kind of like the gain line of the Maul. That's going to be one. We're going to say this is the attacking side. And this is the defending side. All right. So what we're seeing, and I'm going to split this up. I did this in the morning game. So like each one of these little quadrants is a player in the Maul. So let's say the attack, that's the player at the back. So in the case of England, that's Jamie George. But what you're seeing a lot of the time, like the initial defensive surge is really good, but a lot of these successful Mauls, Dan Sheehan's try this morning against Scotland, we have a tip. And as soon as like the pressure comes through here, and really what matters, so now all of a sudden, like the gain line of sorts of the Maul, or like the center point of it, it's pivoted, it's shifted. And all of a sudden, like the big key, can these three guys stay together and stay square and re-square? And can these guys in here, can we get rid of these guys? That try from England from Ireland at Dan Sheehan, I think it was spot on. And honestly, how France got that penalty try, I thought they did a great job. They just changed that point of attack to where all of a sudden they've got 4 or 5 guys coming downhill against Genge and Pollock kind of coming in there and they draw it. But if these guys can stay square as that point of attack pivots, and if these guys, if they're going to be gone, can they take these guys out? Fantastic. Now we're just here and we can just march it in. But what else we got, Paul Coleman? France thrive when there's chaos. 100%. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, no, I think you're spot on with that. Like, no, France have made hay in this entire tournament by like the scramble, change of possession. They're really good at finding. I think too, like you can't kick to them a lot to where they have time. They do a really good job. Like if they receive those kicks with time to play, they'll look midfield and then they'll come back to the short side. And they've been making hay on it all tournament, or the first 3 games in particular. I think England have done a really good chance. Like BLBRE's gotten the 2 tries, but they've been great plays, to be honest. They were great chip kicks through. He's a great player who just has incredible instincts for the ball. Like he's going to make plays. I feel like outside of that, England has done a phenomenal job of not letting France have any comfort, or when there's change of possession, they're not allowing them any space to actually. You're not seeing the offloading game you've seen from France pretty much the entire tournament. And I think that speaks to England's pressure. So they've given up. So that first try to BLBRE 2, I talked about it. You can see how England's blitzing up on Jalibert. And so they've got the primary defender in his face, and the next guy outside is like, he's clearly like he's blitzing like up to his outside. You can see it. You've seen it over and over again. And that first try to BLBRE, Jalibert puts that grubber through with the left foot. Like he puts it through the hole between his primary defender in front of him and the blitzer, and he puts it through, and it's a great finish from BLBRE. But you've still seen it. They're blitzing him and they're looking to box him in. This is the least amount of like free play you've been able to see out of France. Like they've done a phenomenal job in the tournament of getting on the front foot. And then, they play loose. They offload. They have a big physical team that knows how to play well with ball in hand. I agree with you. I think spot on, Paul Coleman. That's really, really good commentary. England do have better structure with the ball in hand. Yeah. But yeah, discipline. Discipline. I think I could see discipline ultimately being the ultimate decider of this match. Like where the penalty count finishes. I could see that being the difference maker. This could come down to the wire. I feel France have more firepower. If you talk about just pure ability to score tries, that back line of theirs is electric. But England have this is the most impressed. That first 20 minutes of the last 20 minutes of the first half has been like the most impressed I've been of England like this entire tournament. I think I'm being loud and I got a baby who wants to nap, so I'm gonna plug the door. I'll be back in about 10 seconds. And we're back. Yeah, no, I think I can hear. I think the baby's trying to nap, and I'm getting animated here because this is wildly good rugby. No, it's been like the least attacking like flair that you've seen from France this entire tournament. All credit to England. No, this is the most impressed I've been with England, and it's a combination of hard-nosed defense, and they're attacking like they just look sharper. They look a lot sharper than they have looked the last 3 matches. This is going to be a good second half. Whew. Doesn't stop. Wow. I got to keep got to have the spotted cow. I'm so excited. My mouth is getting dry. We're talking so fast. Okay, now we have some more advertisements here for Progressive and things like that. But everything to play for last 40 minutes. Whew, I don't want to make any predictions here. I think if England can keep this on, they can win this game. I think if France can unlock them, again, they have the more attacking flair and just outright ability to score tries quickly. If England can keep this pressure on, I think they could crack them here. This is a huge opportunity. Steve Borthwick's been getting a lot of criticism. The team has been getting a lot of criticism. They have responded. They give up the try early, they answer. They give up another try, they answer. All of a sudden, they're on top going into half. That penalty try, we'll see how that goes because, England was up 10, and now all of a sudden, you give up that penalty try. Like I said, I think that's the right call. At the same time, if I were Ellis Genge, I probably would have done the exact same thing. But now they're down a man for the first 10 minutes. I think, let's put it this way. I think if France take advantage of this man advantage, I think they win this game. If they don't, if England can kill this yellow card, if England can come out of this 10-minute yellow card and still be either still be leading or it's a tie game, I think England have this match. I've just hard-nosed good rugby from the English the last 20 minutes. Wow. What the heck? We've got an interesting halftime show going on. There is a disco ball. This is very French. I would not expect this from anyone else but the French. Huh. Wild. I don't know, man. French flair. They have a good culture. It's an opportunity to talk about the top 14. So as far as like the professional leagues in the Western world, like the top 14 is it. There's so much more money. Yeah, dude, Paul Coldman, man, I'm loving your chat here. Yeah, Chesham, that was a fantastic call to start him. He has been an absolute monster in this first half. I think that was a phenomenal call. He got the one try, he assisted on the other one, but just the physicality, like he is like a classic number 6. I really think that was a great call by Borthwick starting him. He's clearly like it was the right call, obviously, for the performance, but spot on to Chesham. I don't know if you saw Courtney Laws had a I think it was in the Guardian or something, wrote a column this week where he was basically criticizing the England team, saying like, harden up, like you guys are a bunch of kids. He posted like the TikTok video that some of the young boys did from like this past November, and is like that wouldn't fly, and kind of was like, I had a tough life, like people want to, you're on a street corner and people want to kick your head in, and how do you respond? And he's like, you need a little more of that and a little less. And I think Genge is a good one, man. Ollie Chesham, that was a phenomenal call from Borthwick, and Chesham has looked lights out in the first half. Huge difference maker. I think just to that, like, a bit of working class, a bit of graft, a bit of like physical confrontation attitude right there. I think that's what you've seen missing from England these last couple of weeks, and putting a big classic number 6 like Chesham, having him on the pitch, man, he's been a monster. All right, so we're walking out. I didn't see who Pollock came on for. Not 100% sure what happened there. Again, this game's been so rapid fire that I've been getting behind on the scoreboard thing. I'm just like, too many toffs and not enough rough. Yeah, I agree with you, man. No, you need a couple hard dudes. I know in England it's like it's a posh sort of sport and stuff, but like, no, you need more Ellis Genges. You need some boys who've been through, who've lived a tough life, who've been in fights when they were kids, stuff like that. I agree. Like, from my experience coaching, the kid who had a rough background, that kid, like, while there's different baggage there, maybe there's a broken home, they didn't have some of the economic advantages of some of the kids. That kid is tough, and when things get tough, the kid who grew up in a tough environment, that's the kid who knows how to respond. Who, when a rugby match turns into an arm wrestle, turns into a street fight, the kid who grew up with that tough background, they bring an attitude and a toughness to the table that, like, the wealthy private school boy, like, they're just like, I don't know, I'm used to the kid who's used to having things go their way in life and like getting the benefit of the doubt, and like, oh no, we don't have to, like, there's always, we can always have a holiday and a good meal and this and that. They haven't seen the adversity that and even though there's always going to be a mix, and I think it's one of the great things about rugby is different people, different walks of life, etc. But the fact that even if you've got a team, even just a handful of those lads who've had like a tough upbringing and who bring that hard, like just that hard man sort of attitude, I think it makes all the difference. Because yeah, you're inevitably, there's going to be some posh fellas, but if you got 3 dudes who are hard dudes who lived a tough life, and they can just bring that attitude to the squad, that can rub off. You coach in Reading. Yep, I'm with you 100%, man. I've seen it so many times. I got second half kickoff just went right here. So I have seen it so many times. Like the kid with the easy upbringing, adversity, you can see them just like kind of shirk away from the confrontation of it all, and they're like, well, tomorrow will be good, like it, whatever. The kid who like had a tough go of it early in life, like that kid, there's no quitting them. There's no quitting them. They're used to life maybe punching them in the teeth a bit. And so they know that everything they get is going to be because they earn it, or because like, no, like, oh, I got kicked in the teeth and I kicked him back in the teeth. Like spot on. The silver spoon, my man. Yep. All right. France attacking here. Oh, that ball movement right there from the French. Good double move. Like ball through a couple of forward hands right there. Yeah, if you've never seen hardship, like, well, things get a little hard. You're like, nah, okay, yeah, no, it'll be okay. Tomorrow, I'll still have a warm bed and a good meal and blah blah blah. Now the kid who's getting the kid who's taking some shots, they know they better give a shot after they take one. Oh, great offload. That's the first big offload you've seen. Olivon in open field. Oh, offload to Dupont. Left side. Is that BLB? Oh, ooh, we're just talking about it. The lack of you not seeing the offloading ball from the French, and there it was finally. Wow, they strike right away. BLB with a hat trick. Wow, what a start! What a start! Wow, Charles Olivon again. You see this big tall fella just turning up in the loose. Great offload. Great offload. There's Olivon. Great offload off the deck to Dupont, who finds BLB in the corner. Try. Wow. Wow, what a match. I don't know if I've ever seen, I mean, this is a small sample size. This is just pretty much the Six Nations. But Olivon, usually a lock. I don't know if I've ever seen a lock who so consistently turns up like in on line breaks out in the loose. It's really been phenomenal. He seems to have phenomenal instincts for running lines off of line breaks. Did Ramos miss that one? It's right from the touch line. Nope, got it. Snuck it in. God, Ramos is just crazy good off the tee. Yeah, they're showing Genge on the sideline for the card. He looks rough. That card that's where I said I think like if England can get through this card without giving up a bunch of points to France, I think they got it. But man, France right off the bat. That's the first like real series of flair and offloads you've seen from the French all game. What's the call? We're coming back. Coming back. All in for oh man, they got offsides at the kick. Oh, that's a silly one. That's a silly one. That's a bad one to give up. That's a bad one to give up. That's a mental error right there. Oof. That's a really big, yeah, that's a big mental error there right away. So we got 31 to France, 27 England. Okay, who's coming on? So yeah, they're gonna have to do a swapsy at this first scrum because with Genge carded. That's Genge happy. Who's coming off? Are they dropping a winger or a flanker here? Number 8. Okay, so they're taking Ben Earl off. Are they bringing? How are they going to make this scrum? I'm interested to see. Man, that's a silly mental error. Oh yeah, dude. I don't want to spoil it for you. That's fair enough. I really appreciate the chat, Paul Coldman, dude. Fantastic observations. Really, really good comments in the chat, dude. Thank you for that. If I don't know if you're new here, man, if you'd liked or subscribed, I put up some stuff pretty regularly, but really, really phenomenal. I really appreciate you contributing to the chat, dude. That was awesome. Don't want to spoil it for you. What they say, and then we got a penalty, and they give them a penalty off of the scrum as well. Man, okay, this is an opportunity for France. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Whew. Yeah, you just said collapsing there. I'm just gonna see where'd that Where'd the pressure come from? I didn't even get a good look at that scrum. Again, a lot of times as a referee, that's a tough one. But clearly, oh, I can hear the baby back there. France with the maul. They break away. Oh, there's the offload again. There's the offload again. I think that's going to be a knock on. No? No knock on? Oh, I thought there was a little knock on off on the deck there from France, but they are back into it. Itoje gets a penalty. That's great work from Maro Itoje. Captain doing it. Well done. Wow. Big let off the gas. So again, France, that's a second little break they've had here in the second half where you're finally seeing them get some offloading and stuff. That's a big penalty won by Maro Itoje. Getting the big mitts on the ball, taking a beating, getting England out of jail. So yeah, the hooker breaks Marchand to Jalibert to who's yeah, centered. I really thought, yeah, just great work from Itoje there. I really thought there was a missed knock on actually as he went to deck there. So Mo Vaca on for Marchand. Okay, so we got a hooker and a tight head sub here for France. Makes sense. Time is off at 46:07 right now. 46:07 in the game. England line out one. They set the maul here right around their own 10-meter line. And Spencer goes with the box kick off the back of the maul. Nice high ball, 50-50. Oh, I think that was knocked down by Freeman. France come up with it. No, maybe not a knock on. No, penalty. Oh, man. Not rolling away is the call. Huh, interesting. Yeah, these penalties are adding up for England. I talked about that too, how that discipline, like the penalty count could end up playing a massive decision as to like the margin as to who wins this game. Definitely France getting the better of the penalty count here early in the second half. All right, Mo Vaca's ready to toss this in. We're at 47 minutes, 12 seconds. France set the line out. They roll Mo Vaca around that. He pops it. Oof. Big first phase. Yeah, Dupont, draw, pass, Jalibert. Yeah, they keep blitzing Jalibert. He steps inside of it and makes a really nice offload there. Dupont, draw, pass, drop. BLB. Oh, out of Sogba, right line. Really quick handling. Yeah, you're seeing this. The start of this second half, you're seeing the absolute best handling from France of the game by far. Like the ball is just going through more hands per phase. You're seeing the offloading they've done so well early in this tournament. You're seeing the extra pass. You're seeing that little thing. Now France have advantage right in front of the sticks. Dupont goes quick, hits out of Sagba over the top. Wow, man, playing fast. Looks like they're back to being France. Goodness gracious, 2 tries in the first 8 minutes here. In France, this yellow card is absolutely killing them. That's a great step. So Jalibert gets blitzed again, inside steps, and then he offloads and hits Olivan to the inside. And look at the penalty was called and there's no hesitation from Dupont. Absolutely no hesitation. Immediately runs to the mark, taps it. Chuck, he knows Adesagba is alone out in that corner. The awareness, the absolute awareness from him is phenomenal. All right. I could actually see Ramos missing this kick. So he's outside of the 5. So almost a touchline conversion. I could see Ramos missing this, but I think he's been perfect thus far. This guy is absolutely lights out from the tee. If you're a young kicker, watch this guy. A lot of the things about him technically, everyone's set up it. Yep. Slots it. Touchline conversion practically, just drops it through. Just everyone's a little different with their setup and how they lean over. But Ramos, his body positioning as he approaches the ball and as he strikes the ball is absolutely textbook. I love it. We could learn a lot from him as kickers. Well, France have really grabbed a hold of this game now. So 38-27. So think about that. France are up by 11. When we were into stoppage time at the end of the first half, England were up by 10. This has been a massive momentum swing. High ball from Dupont. France comes back with it. Dupont, they're going to play it. He plays to Jalibert. Jalibert's playing to the edge. Another offload off the deck. Adesagba down the right sideline. Man, yeah, you're just absolutely like, I don't know where this France was in the first half. Oh, there it is. Ollie Chessum with the pickoff. He's going to take this to the house. Huge moment, huge from Chessum. Absolutely massive. I was saying that the danger of that second wide pass, that's it. That's what, I was talking about that at halftime of the Ireland-Scotland game. I was talking to Ireland-Scotland game, how there's so much possibility. If you're going to play all those options close to the line, especially if you're playing that off your first receiver off the fly half, that leaves the opportunity for that passing line to get jumped. Ollie Chessum read him like a book, took it to the house. Wow. I can't even stay up on the scoreboard here. 38. Oh gosh, that looks ugly. What a game of momentum. That's a little better. All right, Finn Smith. I got to wait until these kicks are over before I even put this up. Yeah, just exactly, Peasley, man. Like, it was like, whoa, France just took control of this. Nope. Finn Smith misses it. Man, these kicks this could come back to haunt them. Finn Smith, that's, I think, the third one he's missed kind of like from near the touchline. So, like, they're tough conversions, but that is the flip side of playing so many guys so close to the gain line. And if you're going to make two long passes, that second long pass, you're leaving yourself open to getting one picked just like that. Like, shout out to Ollie Chessum. That was a great play. As we were talking about at halftime, what a great decision from Borthwick to start Chessum. He has been an absolute revelation this game. It really has brought a lot of the physicality that England were looking for and needed. And then you talk about turning up and making a play. It's his second try of the game. He assisted on another one. Like, Ollie Chessum, if England win this match, he's my match, and it's not even close. So France 38, England 32. Really, the difference in the game has been the kicking. Is that Ramos has been 100% from the tee. There's BLBRE putting a little chip through. Yeah, the difference has been Ramos being perfect from the tee and Finn Smith missing some. Wow. Barely have a chance to breathe. Genge is back on, gets a carry. So, all right, we're back to full strength for England. That's a big moment. Just as you think France, three tries in a row, they get the penalty try before half. They get two quick ones. Yeah, spot on, Paul. I was saying the same thing, dude. If Chessum's the man of the match, if England end up winning this game, like, Chessum is the man of the match. Like, he has been an absolute difference maker on every level, both sides of the ball. Like, everything that you want out of a six, he has done it today. Okay, so we got penalty here to England. Yeah, Ollie Chessum's been an absolute revelation. What a decision from Borthwick starting that, man. He has been all over the pitch. 3 of the last 5 Six Nations were decided by 3 points or fewer. Yeah, I believe it. These are two historic rivals. Like, this has been a back and forth game. Let's show that, actually, because I talked about this when I noticed Ireland playing really close to the line and giving so many options off of 9 or off of 10. But you can talk about this from a defensive standpoint. The best way, especially if they're gonna play that close to the line off of their 10, the most important thing is defensive line speed off of the first pass. So if you get your ruck here, gosh, I'm never good at making these R's backwards off of here. You're given all of these options. Let's say he's up a little bit so he could go across the face. They got all these options. We got our 10 right here. The most important thing for this defense to do is to take the space on this first pass. If they can get vertical and take away a lot of this space on that first pass, Now all of a sudden, ball's in his hand. They're close enough where you can have someone like Ollie Chessum come in there and pick that. If you don't have the line speed off of the first one, you're on the back foot, like good luck. Absolutely good luck, because now you're letting a high quality international 10, you're letting him pick his man. And a lot of the times he's just going to let all of these guys fix a defender, and he's just going to pick who's got a gap, or if nothing else, he can just send it across the face. And now they've got an extra man on that wide edge. But great job from England. The way you do that, when you're seeing a team that's giving you, they're putting all these flat options off of their 10, make sure when the ball's going to 10, make sure you're taking as much vertical space as possible, and then just be looking for, okay, if he wants to send that second pass wide as well, cool. There's an opportunity to pick it off. Okay, we got a couple subs in. Marcus Smith on for Daly. Coles is back. Okay, Pollock is in now for good. Okay, that must have been an HIA or something. I missed that. So England have a line out inside the French 22 here. They go front of the line out. Pepper peels off. You got Tommy Freeman crashing down. I think, did they put Van Portleet in too? Yeah, Van Portleet's in at scrum half. Okay, England ringing the changes, putting fresh legs on there. If you're gonna let a 10 sit back there and pick his man, a good 10 is gonna pick you apart. If you take as much line speed as you possibly can, when that ball goes from 9 to 10, you have just cut down that 10's options so badly. And if you take enough vertical space, all of a sudden, yeah, maybe you get the pick off. But even if the 10 makes a right read, now he's just dumping down to one of these guys on the short lines, and that's much easier to pinch and defend on, versus if we don't take the vertical space and we're back here and he's got all this time and he can make this long pass without the worry of a pickoff, adding a 10 pick you apart. England about 8 meters out, knocking on the door here. 5 meters out. They're down on the right touch line. Genge with the pick. He's about 3 meters away. Ben Earl. Good placement from Ben Earl. Van Portleet hits Finn Smith. Okay, France blitzes Finn Smith. Good defensive phase on the blitz there on Finn Smith. Good work from England to keep that ball clean off of there. That was a very good defensive blitz for the French. Like, they played Finn Smith out the back, and France blitzed up on him, and they didn't allow him the next wide pass. He had to cut that in. So England still, they're about 5 meters away, just knocking on the door. Oh man, Ben Earl, great work not giving up a penalty. Marcus Smith with the try. Let's go. Oh, game on. Oh, man, what a game of momentum right here. Wow. Great dummy and go from Marcus Smith. He just turns Adesagba around. Adesagba is like the next outside defender. Yeah, Marcus Smith, you've got like a prop is the primary defender on Marcus Smith, and so he can cook him to the outside, and he gives a little dummy and he freezes and turns Adesagba around, and then he's through. Wow. Okay. Now we got the T's in Marcus Smith's hands now. That's probably a good call. Finn Smith has struggled on the touch lines. Marcus Smith, he can put England ahead with this kick. Gosh, what a match. We got 23 minutes left. Like, this is incredible. Marcus Smith sneaks it in through the right post. England 39, France 38. Let's go. Man, some great subs as well from Borthwick. Like, really good decision bringing Marcus Smith on at 15. England by 1. Wow. Man, this thing could absolutely come down to the wire. This is what you want out of the Six Nations. I love it. I love the parity in this tournament. Like, almost every game is like a dogfight. Okay, how do we make a backwards 9? It looks so much like a P. It looks like a 9 on the screen. What's the mistake? Penalty to England. Okay. All right, England penalty here inside their own 22. What was the call? I'm not sure what the actual call was. I didn't get the secondary signal from the referee there. Shoot, they showed it, but I missed it. Oh, that is a great save from Adesagba. That is a phenomenal save. So France come up with that. That could be a big moment too. Like England had the penalty. Instead of them having a line out, Adesagba makes an absolutely brilliant save, keeps the ball in. Now France ball, and Jalibert is going to put a high ball in. Yeah, that's going to be a 50-50. French player comes down with it, so France have the ball at their own. Oh, so Dupont goes with the little box kick. It gets charged down, but he cleans it up, and then he knocks it on. Wow, what a match! What a match! This just gets better and better. So you saw that, like, Dupont is oftentimes looking when they recover the ball off of their own kick, like they win that high ball. He's always looking because he's just on the kick that they just came up with. There's been a massive defensive adjustment. All of a sudden, oftentimes there's no one home. Yeah, wow! They just replayed that save from Adesagba. That's incredible. Really good. I think that was Finn Smith that blocked that secondary box kick from Dupont, and then they end up generating the knock on. 1 point game. It's about 20 minutes to play. Wow. So it's going to be an English scrum at midfield. We are at 59-55 right now in this match. 59-55, English scrum at midfield, just a little bit right of center. Everything to play for here. Everything to play for. This would be a huge win for England. Otherwise, if France come up with this, France win the Six Nations. What's the call on this? Scrum goes down. I think he's going to reset that. Yeah, the French tight head just like won the mark, but like went straight to deck. Yeah, they're showing the opposite side. You can't. They're not showing a replay of the side that went down. Wow, what a game! What a game we got going on here. Okay, Van Portley. Also, I think a really good substitution putting Van Portley in at scrum half. He gives, I think, a little bit more of an attacking option and a little bit more pace in attack than you have with Ben Spencer. I think that was a good call, to be honest. All right, so we've got a free kick to England. Free kick to England here at midfield. They're saying the early push on France. I think it's the right call. Good call there. Yeah, you saw on the set, there's so much pressure, and the scrum just went sideways, but France won the mark. Oh, they go with the high ball off of the free kick. Dupont tosses it back to Ramos. Ramos is getting bundled backward, but France come up with it. All right, France are just outside of their own 22. I think it looks like Dupont's going to set up for a box kick here. He's going to keep this one in play. Let's see what England can do with this off of the counterattack. Marcus Smith fields it, moves it inside to Tommy Freeman. Freeman with the cross kick. Good look. Good look on the cross kick. Or no, that wasn't. Freeman is the one who comes up with that. Oh, offload to Marcus Smith. England are inside the 22 here now. Let's go. Van Portley picks it up. Oh, I think France win that penalty. That's great work at the breakdown. Who was that? Who got that penalty for France? That's really good breakdown work. Oh, we got a fight going. Pollock's losing his mind. Little argy-bargy going on here, pushing, shoving. I kind of like the fire. Pollock is mad. He thinks he got hard done. Oh, he's up in Ramos's face. Ooh, okay. All right. A little bit of fire. I like it. England are showing some fire. Yeah, Pollock didn't like whatever happened there. They're going to talk about it. Referees are talking about it. Just the two players. Pollock is insisting like they grab him by the neck or something. What's the call going to be? So we're going to warn them. What's this call going to be? Okay, he's talking to the captains. Yeah, I think he's just going to take the temperature down here. I don't think anybody's going to get carded or anything's going to be called here. He's just saying, hey, calm down. So France, back for the French penalty. French get the holding on penalty. I'm not even sure who won that. That was great breakdown work by the French there to get that not releasing penalty. good, well played by the referee. I didn't see anything particularly egregious or anything dirty, so to speak. Pollock was really upset and was insisting like somebody had him grabbed him by the neck or something. I didn't see anything particularly dirty. It definitely was some pushing and shoving, but it's good to see some fire. Yeah, who was that? Elliot Daly who made that cross kick? Actually, that was a great cross kick. And Tommy Freeman picks it up. Good offload to Marcus Smith. They're showing the replay right now on Peacock. Let's see where this. Yeah, that's a front rower for France. So France goes 4-man line out here. All right, now they've subbed out Gros, so we got a fresh loose head there for the French. Oh, Jalibert just crashing. They're doing a 10 crash off on first phase. Underhill is on for Pepper at 7. Okay, I like it. Underhill will bring some energy. Dupont gets wrapped up by Maro Itoje. Man, this game is intense. This is some fire. He's a chuckle fuck piece, he says. I don't know. I kind of like to see the fire out of him. I think the English media have hyped him up a lot, maybe more so than what there is there. But to be fair, he is absolutely electric with ball in hand. Yeah, good call. Good call. There was a knock on there by France. So it's going to be an English scrum. I like to see the fire. He's got incredible balance and contact. He's really good at staying low and bouncing off players and keeping his legs driving. I think partially the fact that he's young and he has the dyed blonde hair makes him a little bit annoying. I like seeing the fire out of him though, to be honest. Like that's, he's one of those young kids who gets anointed early by the English media. And there's been a lot of talk like, oh, he should be starting more. He started the one game at 8-man. I think Ben Earl has been phenomenal. I would not be starting him. Meters gained, Chesham 80. Yeah, that's legit, especially when you have that big breakaway. But Ollie Chesham, man, what an absolute beast he's been. I think England still have their starting props in there, so they brought Cowan Dickey on a while ago for Jamie George, but we've got both Hayes and Genge are still in there at the props, whereas the French have a whole new sub front row in there already. Oh, we got a knock advantage. No, that's going to be a penalty, intentional knock advantage. So England are playing with advantage on the French side of midfield. What are they going to do with this? Finn Smith. There's Murley. Okay. What's on? Hayes with the crash. Okay. Oh, little chip through. Ben Earl just knocked it on. Ramos. Offload. I think we've got a knock advantage here to France. Dupont's going to kick that away. Good luck. Nobody home deep. Oh, BLBRE. He nudges it. He's going to get the try. Oh, that's 4. That's 4 for BLBRE. That guy just turns up. That was a phenomenal decision from Dupont again. He is always looking. He's always looking downfield for those box kicks over the top. Like there's a cluster, there's whatever. They get a little, like, he's always looking. He's so good at noticing when the defense has adjusted and they're out of place. BLBRE just has wildly good instincts. So it's a kick through. Ben Earl just knock on. Yeah, this is just such a good, like, perfect vision from Dupont. Like, nobody home down the left sideline, hoofs it. BLBRE gives it a little baby nudge, like even just the touch to be able to just nudge it. And then like, rather than a lot of times what most players, even at the international, yeah, Dupont's okay. Even at the international level, a lot of times guys, they're going to come in and they're going to cook that. And they're going to like, to be able to put that soft little touch on the ball. Oh, hold on. What are we doing? We've got some sort of talk going on with the referee. It doesn't look like, okay, no. There's not. I don't think there's any question on that try. Wow. Antoine Dupont, absolute monster. Like that's 2 world-class players. That's Dupont with the vision and the ability to put the ball downfield there. That's BLBRE to just like the guy. He's got as good of instincts as any winger I've seen. I mean, he's got pace, but he's always looking for those little chip kicks, the little grubber kicks. I've never seen a winger with such good feet as him, like putting the ball on his feet. Absolutely match winner. If France hold on and win the Six Nations, like come back to this play. Yep, Ramos slots it. I think he's perfect still. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they're replaying it. You can just see BLB read just like this soft little, like just a soft little touch, and then gather it and score the try. Like that's just world class. Absolutely world class. So 6-point game. France 45, England 39. Wow. Oh, everything to play for still. We are at 66-25 right now. And another box kick from DuPont just down the left sideline. It's going to be in. Marcus Smith is going to take it. Ooh, beats BLB, but then gets tackled. So it's going to be 40. Looks like England are setting up for a box kick here. Van Portleet doesn't smash it. It's like a middling one. Again, 50-50 balls. Jalibert with it. Jalibert darts through, offload off the deck to Ramos. Lost it though. Okay, England are swinging it. Kick goes, kick down. Oh, maybe not quite enough angle. So you got DuPont with it inside his 22. There's more English players there than French players. Oh, good work at the ruck to clean that up. Good work at the ruck to clean that up by France. That could have been pressured and counter-rucked and turned over. Oh, this is always tough. The backwards 5. France 45, England 39. All right. DuPont setting up for another box kick. And deep down, Wolf, man, what a kick. What a kick. Unbelievable. Yep. So yeah, if this result holds, France win the Six Nations at 21 points. Wow. Wowzer. We are at 68-20 right now. Both teams have bonus points for scoring a heap of tries. 4 points, 4 tries is where the bonus point comes into play. Looks like England are going to start bringing in the rest of their subs as they should. I would say it's time to bring the fresh props on. England win the line out up front. Genge with the carry. Good first phase from Ellis Genge, winning some gain line there. Great leg drive. Van Portleet puts the box kick up. Adesagba hits it back to Olivan. Good work from Olivan. Good work on the ground from the French prop. The Bemba Bamba. Great name, by the way. Okay, DuPont with the box kick. Man, this aerial battle is just huge. Who's that? Who took that one? I couldn't see who took that, but well taken by England. Okay, down that left sideline, it's Cowan Dickey. Ben Earl with the carry. 69-30. So we got 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Looks like England are setting up for another box kick. Yeah, Van Portleet's going to try and drop this. Oh, so close. Knock on by England. So close. 50-50 ball. Knocked sideways. The English player is like sliding in. I think that was Underhill sliding in to get that and just barely knocks it on. Wow. Yeah, they're showing all of BLB's tries. I think if France hold on, he's the man of the match. You score 4 tries and your team wins. It's kind of hard not to be. Gosh, he has such his instincts are absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Not a big guy. I've been talking a lot about how you see these such big guys at fullback and wingers international, but you can have one little guy. BLB, he's not tiny, but he's a smaller guy. Man, he proves his worth over and over and over again. It's as good at instincts as you'll see from a winger. And just finishing pace, phenomenal toe on him. Like he's always looking to put the ball off his own toe. He showed the soft touch on the last try. Just like I can't say a thing wrong about BLB at this point. Like, he's just so good. England win the I think Ellis Genge won. That was nifty. Scrum penalty there. Genge gets it against his opposite, against the tight head. I want to see the replay. We're at 71 minutes, 71:05 right now. I want to see the replay of that scrum. That looked to me like sneakiness from Ellis Genge. Okay, so England kicked that in. So it's going to be an England line out inside the French 22. This is big. England probably only have a few more opportunities here. Let's see if they try here. Game's on. Itoje's making the line out call. What's on? Cowan Dickey's getting ready to throw. They win it up front again. They set the maul. Itoje, Cowan Dickey's got it at the back of the maul. That maul pivots nicely. They pivot it nicely to the right. We've got an advantage to England here. What are they going to do with this advantage? I would think they'll play. Nope. Coming back. Oh, he's calling time on this. This might be a card. This might be a card. I think he's saying this is cynical with what happened here. Oh, no. Okay, he just talked to DuPont. Woof. Yep, England definitely going for the line out again. They're going to be 5 meters out. This could come down. This could be big. This is a warning, though. I think if France bring down another maul, you got to think there's going to be a card here. Ooh, yep, they got to get the try. England can't play for 3-pointers at this point. Okay, maul to England. Oh, he's got the handout for an advantage again. Right away, like immediately off. It might have even been something at the line out there. What are England going to do with this? Why you wrote on the walls? It's a whiteboard. Oh, chip kick through. Oh, so close. So close. Little chip kick through. What's the call? I think we got a card coming. Who's getting carded here for France? Who's the card on? Who is it? Who is getting carded? Bemba, is it Bamba? Yeah. Okay. So prop. So who? Yep. Demba Bamba is yellow carded. That's the sub tight head for France. What's up? I'm not sure what the penalty was. It was like immediate. I think what it was actually they took him out like early, like they were bringing him down from the line out. So the jumper's coming down, and I think they hit before his feet touched the ground. That'd be my guess, because you could see as it was happening, he was still obviously off the ground, and you could see the English, like what was going to be the maul. You saw it happen early, like him move early. If England win this, Chessum's the man of the match. If France win it, BLB. I'm from the USA, from the States. How about you? Where are you from? All right, English maul here. English maul. They're sending everybody. The house. The backs are in the maul. It's moving right. It's moving right. I think France might have tied that up. I think they've tied that up. I think that's going to be a scrum to France. Is the ball available? Is the ball available? Ball's available. Is it? Is it? Is it? He's going to, what's a call? Itoje picks it. England are still playing it. Oh, man, that's a tough. Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, or a Holland. Oh. Let me think. Let me watch this play finish. I'm going to think on that one. Of all time, Messi, if you're talking peak, if I'm saying right now, I'm saying Erling Haaland. Hot take, Lamine Yamal for Barca. But let me think. England are like 1 meter out. Like 1 meter out. What do they got? They're like right. Oh, held up. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to say right now, Erling Haaland. I'm saying all time, Lionel Messi. But I would say Lamine Yamal from Barca. That kid is electric. Absolutely electric. That is a huge held up from France. So that now they're going to have the kick. So repeated lineouts for England at the 5. France seems to hold strong. They're still down a man, though. So we are at 75-15. We have a stoppage. because we're medic seeing a French player. Like everybody is leaving. Nah, don't play video games. No, just rugby. Rugby, little farming, driving tractors and stuff, taking care of a baby. But rugby's what I do. Never been a video gamer. My parents wouldn't buy me a video game console when I was a kid, so I never got into it. I mean, I'd play them with friends, but that's it. Okay, so finally they bring in fresh props for England. France are going to take their sweet time, and then they're going to make this goal line drop out. Yeah. Oh, the French crowd they're jumping up and down. We're so French. We're so French. We're so French. Time is still off. Jalibert is going to kick this downfield. Talk about cricket? I don't watch it regularly, but I know it a little bit. I lived in Australia for a while, and I followed a lot of cricket at the time. I love a good spin bowler. If we're talking cricket, I love a good spin bowler. There's nothing like that when like the action you can see off of the ball, and even just how like they cock their hands and stuff. Like no, I wouldn't say I watch cricket. I did when I lived in Australia, and I spent a decent amount of time in New Zealand. I watched a bit of it. Or like when it's the World Cup, the Cricket World Cup, I might watch a little bit. Oh, Chandler Cunningham-Smith coming hot. Okay, so dropout goes. England, they still got a chance. They go out the back. Finn Smith, Marcus Smith, Murley. They're right back. They're just right outside the 22. Got that Bevan Rod, sub loose head. Pollock down the right sideline. They're within the 22 now. Itoje, he's going to carry. Man, this could absolutely come down to the wire. He hooks around. Oh, good offload to Finn Smith. They're about 10 meters out right now. Chandler Cunningham-Smith running downhill again. 6 meters out. Van Portley hits one of his sub props. Couldn't see the number. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Advantage to England. They're about 3 meters out. Oh, he's through. Oh, Tommy Freeman. Oh, right between the sticks. Right between the sticks. This is going to be an easy conversion. This is going to put England up by 1 point with a few minutes left. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. So England are down 1, but this conversion, this is all pretty much a can't miss conversion right in front of the sticks from Marcus Smith. We are at 77 minutes right now. So 3 minutes left in this game. Yeah, they're showing Chandler Cunningham-Smith, man. You talk about that's a big dude, fresh leg. Like, wow, what a try. Tommy Freeman, untouched. Wow. What a game. What a game we got going on here. Marcus Smith is taking the entire shot clock, as he should, and slots it. England by 1. We got 2.5 minutes to go in this one. What a game. What a game. England 46, France 45. Everything to play for. We're 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes left of this entire tournament, and it still hangs in the balance. This is what I love about the Six Nations. Great take from Chesham on the kickoff. England setting up for the box kick. Big box kick going. Ramos to Jalibert. Oh, Jalibert. Oh, who do you find? Was that Dupont? They're right, like just outside the English 22. Let's go. Oh my goodness. What a game. We're about to see Peasley. Oh my goodness, man. What a break from Jalibert. And like a penalty wins this too. Okay, yep. And then France had brought a couple more subs in right there after that try. Oh my goodness. they should just camp out. And I mean, honestly, they can play for a penalty. You don't want to take a stupid risk and give the ball up. There's 1 minute to go in this game. Nope, there's a knock on. 79. There goes Pollock. Pollock, what are you doing? Why would you offload that? That was so silly. He had it. Pollock went to offload it. Like the ball was loose. England had it. Pollock's in the tackle and he goes to offload it. And he knocks it forward. And so now France have the ball back. I mean, they're further than they were, but they got another possession. Oh, Pollock, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? I mean, somebody make a play and win this game. We are at 79-40 right now. If I were France, I would just send Ruckers. Great work from Antoine Dupont saving the ball. Like, his man didn't have a rucker, and Dupont gets in there. So France are like 45 meters out. Like, we're into stoppage time right now. Everything to play for. Oh, penalty advantage on a high tackle? No way. Oh, that's going to end up being a very controversial decision. Dupont's going to play with that. To Movaka. So France still have advantage here. That, I think, is going to be a very controversial decision unless I see the replay. Okay, there's a knock on. I think Thomas Ramos is going to have an opportunity to win this tournament with a penalty kick. Oh my goodness. I gotta see this because he signaled like high tackle. It looked to me like just like a little pick and go. He's asking Ramos. Tomas Ramos, I think he's been perfect from the tee today. I think he's going to have a kick to win the tournament, and it's a far away though. Show the high tackle again. I want to see that. I do want to see that. He's asking. They're talking about the mark and stuff here. This is gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say Ramos doesn't have that much distance on his leg. Oh my goodness! Wow. The whole tournament is going to come down to this. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. So, yeah, he's about 44 meters out, like just a little bit off of the left 15-meter line. Wow. This is an interesting one. Oh, man, everyone, this looks so tense. This looks so tense. What is Itoje? What are they fighting about? Itoje wants to talk to the referee, and the French players are like, no. What's this about? You could lose. Yeah, you don't want to lose another 10 meters here, 100%. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of talking going on, but I think this is just going to come down to Ramos's toe. I mean, England, this game would be over already if not for Ramos being so good with the toe. Oh, let's go. I don't know, Peasley. I don't know what is going on. Like they're fighting about weird things. Like I think Itoje was trying to go talk to the referee about something. Yeah. Okay. So Ramos is 5 for 5. I could not watch this if I was one of the players. I could not watch this. Ramos, 42 meters out, slots it. Absolutely slots it. Lights out. Best kicker in the world, no doubt. Wow. Congratulations to France on winning the Six Nations. That was incredible. All credit to England. That is the best. That's the best we've seen out of England in over a month since the opening game of the tournament. It's the best we've seen out of England in a long time. What a battle. I'm sure England are still going to catch flack from their media and stuff. The players look upset, but wow, that is the best rugby. I honestly feel for England at the moment. That was a great performance from them. They really had a couple spells. They had multiple spells of that game where they were the dominant team. Tomas Ramos, he's the man. He's the man. I think BLBRE's got to be the man of the match, scoring 4 tries. But what a game. What a game. France. 48. England 46. What a match. Yeah, BLB man of the match. Understandable. You score 4 tries. You can't not be the man of the match. Oh my goodness. Crazy. What a match. Crazy is right, Peasley. My goodness. Oh my goodness. The French are so that everything you could want out of a rugby match just happened in that match. The tournament came down to a kick in stoppage time. Yeah, high drama is right. Wow. Wow. All credit to England. That was such a good performance. But Ramos, dude, that guy is ice. Absolute ice in the veins. 6 for 6 from the tee. Slots the winner from, 42, 43 meters out. Like, oh my goodness. England left it on the field. That is the best rugby I've seen from England in quite some time. I feel for those English players because they really played good. All credit to France. Like, they took advantage of that Ellis Genge yellow card at the early in the second half, and they had about 7-8 minutes where they played really good free flowing French rugby, and they got 2 tries. That's a huge difference right there. The fact that they were able to take advantage of that yellow card makes all the difference in the world. Wow, what a back and forth match. France are up. So let's review this game. France score. England score but miss a conversion. France score. England score but miss a conversion. France kick a penalty. England score. Tie game. 17-17. England then just take over and dominate going into halftime, basically. England are up by 10 into stoppage time of the first half. And then France have a line out 5 meters out. They get a penalty try on a maul, which I think was the right call after review on that. So then, okay, so France goes in. England's up by 3 at halftime. So we go into halftime with England leading by 3. But France got a little momentum, maybe that penalty try. But now Ellis Genge is carded for the first 10 minutes of the second half. France come out in the second half absolutely on fire. For much of this game, they haven't been able to get the offloads going, haven't been able to play as free-flowing. France starts playing that free-flowing French rugby, gets a couple tries. All of a sudden, France is up by a bunch. Whoa, they could run away with this. They could squeeze the game to pieces. Nope, they can't. England's back in it. England's back. Oh, and England's up. And England's up by a point. And then France. And then, we're into stoppage time. We got a penalty for a high tackle. Tomas Ramos lights out, slots it. What a game. What a game. Well-earned championship from the French. I don't say it often, but I feel for the English because they played. That was a really good rugby game from both teams. France, man, they were the best team in this tournament. But these last 2 weeks, you kind of saw that tail off in a big sort of way. They were well beaten by Scotland, and they just got by this English team today. That's the most like intent and fight and graft you've seen from England in a long time. Yeah, BLB, he's biting his little man of the match thing. Whew, wow, my heart is still just like, yeah, I'm just warm. I'm like, my heart's beating. Like, wow. Everything you could want out of a rugby game and out of a rugby tournament, you just had from the Six Nations. I am going to miss not having this tournament now. So it's been fantastic. We had 3 good weeks. We had a week off. We had 2 good weeks. It came down to the final kick in stoppage time, like across like so many good matches. I don't know what to say even. I'm probably going to try to, because I was gone for the Wales-Italy match, I'm going to try to go live tonight or tomorrow and do some commentary on that one because I'm actually enjoying this. I'm going to not watch that match. I do know what happened. I couldn't help it. I found out through, a variety of group chats. All credit to Wales. Big victory for Wales. Big on them actually getting a W. They needed that in the worst way. But I'm going to go live again here either tonight or tomorrow, and we'll do some commentary on that Wales versus Italy game as well. But man, the teams are clapping each other off right now. What a match. What a match. What a championship. Man, Six Nations, I'm going to miss you. You've been good. I got one more replay I get to do, but all right. I think I got to stay for the trophy presentation. You can see that the English players look absolutely gutted. They should be. Like, they left it on the field. Good for them. This is what rugby's about. Like hard matches. Ollie Chessum. Wow. Dude, that guy brought it. Absolutely brought it. You talk about a number 6 being like doing everything a number 6 is supposed to do. Ollie Chessum for England. What a match. Oh, we got somebody on crutches. There's Elliot Daly. There's wow. I don't even know. The heart. It's just thumping. It's just thumping. Like France, so excited. England, so gutted. BLB Arif, 4 tries, man of the match performance. Like, I can't believe it. That's one of the better rugby games I've ever seen. I've been a part of a lot of good rugby games. I've watched a lot of good rugby games, but to have the tournament like that, back and forth, England go up with a couple minutes left, like there's nothing better than this. Absolutely nothing better. Ramos gets picked up by his teammates after the game, as he should. As he should. Like, kiss that man. Itoje is talking to his boys. It's a tight circle from England. I think England will bounce back from this. I think England are if those young guys for England, if they take the lessons from this hard month and change, they're gonna come back stronger and they're gonna be just fine. Who are they interviewing here for France? Who we got here? Man, what a championship. Joshua Brennan. That's random. Okay. Why would they be interviewing Joshua Brennan? That's an interesting one. So, oh, wow. Is he like French qualified or something? That is the least French name. And I can't tell that he's speaking good English, but I feel like part of the reason why they're interviewing him is probably because he speaks good English. And like all the other, he's like a fringe guy. It's like, hey, yeah, you go talk anglais. Oh my goodness. I'm blown away. I want to see the trophy presentation before I get off of here. Hey, thanks you all for being here. Some really good chat here today. Peasley, appreciate you. Thanks for helping me and Grace out with the audio side of things. I have no idea why my audio is not working and why I'm having to do it a second time, but we'll play with it. We'll see what happens. Over the moon for the boys. Yeah, that's not something a French person would say. Joshua Brennan. That's probably like some English or Scottish guy who's like playing in the top 14. The top 14, I think I was saying this at halftime. It's like the best league in the Western world in the Northern Hemisphere. It's so good. They've got the money, they've got the good salaries. It's economically viable compared to the Prem, the URC, the MLR, money losing competitions. Oh, they're interviewing Borthwick. Well, Steve, what an incredible match. Firstly, your thoughts on the performance overall. Well, firstly, you congratulate France, tremendous team, done so well. It was an excellent game and a formidable opponent. Yep, kept it huge. Congratulations to Fabian and their team to lose in that manner. Shades of 2 years ago. It must be bitterly disappointing. No, he's not disappointed. Yeah, we lost last year. We won in the very last late in the games of England versus France. 2 very good sides. They go head to head. An outstanding, a brilliant atmosphere here. Yeah, he's saying all the right things. He's got it, I'm sure. 4th loss. First time England have lost 4 in the Six Nations. Everybody look at the 3 losses. A night like this, backs against the wall. For England to attack the way they did tonight, yeah, 100%. Like England showed heart and graft. I really think that it should be a moral victory for the English team. Like it's the most impressed I've been from them in a long time, and they actually really showed a lot of battle and a lot of fight. They didn't get the result, but England for the first time in a while showed some resilience, showed some toughness, showed some fight in them. The yellow card cost you 21 points. Yeah, I think yes, the yellow card is torn out. If you look at it, I still think that was the right call. The nature of it, I think that is a very debatable yellow card. Okay. I can see. I mean, yeah. Shouldn't have been a yellow card. He's talking about Arundel back to like earlier in the Six Nations that have gone at those couple decisions. Yeah, I mean, ultimately that yellow card against Genge at the end of the first half was absolute match swinger right there. What would you say to anyone who doubts that you are still the right man to lead this team? What a pointed question. I'm very clear on the direction of the team, very clear on what we're going to do. We're disappointed with what we wanted to achieve more than this championship than what we've done. Clearly disappointed from our supporters. We want to give them plenty of things to celebrate, but unable to do that. We'll make sure something going forward. Okay. All right. Well, there it is. Six Nations. I'm not going to get to the trophy. I got to go. Thank you all for being here. If you're watching this late, like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. I love it. American rugby. Let's do it. Get this thing in a bunch more children's hands. Give a rugby ball to children and teach a child how to play rugby and give them opportunities. We can be better than we are. American men should not be an embarrassment on the national stage, but we kind of currently are. Get a rugby ball in more kids' hands, teach them right, get them opportunities. If they're really good, get them playing on select sides, regional sides, get that density of talent I've talked about a lot. Okay, we can do better. We should do better. Let's go, American rugby. What a Six Nations. We'll go live for Wales, Italy at some point and do the replay. But thank you all for being here. Like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Go rugby.